Mr. David, a man in his 70s, sits in his living room watching the news on television. The reporter is discussing the rising effects of global warming. With a deep sigh, he turns off the TV and picks up a pencil, beginning to draw on a canvas. As he finishes his drawing, his 7-year-old granddaughter, Anna, walks in. She looks at the picture curiously and asks, "Oh, Grandpa, this looks nice. What does it mean?" Mr. David smiles gently and replies, "Before I tell you, let me share a story. Do you remember the day we visited the greenhouse?" "Yes, Grandpa. I remember." Anna exclaims. "And how did you feel inside the greenhouse?" he asks. "Oh, it was so hot," she says. "Do you think we could live in that kind of heat every day?" Mr. David continues. Anna shakes her head. "Oh no, Grandpa. That would be too hard." Mr. David nods. "But, my dear, if we continue on this path, the earth will become just as warm. That's why I'm worried." Anna tilts her head in confusion. "Why do you say that, Grandpa?" "Let me explain," he says. He then tells her about how human activities, such as burning fossil fuels, using too much plastic, and wasting energy, are causing climate change. He describes the effects: extreme droughts, floods, and melting ice. Anna watches as his picture takes shape. Finally, he turns the canvas to her. It shows polar bears falling into the sea, struggling to survive as their ice disappears. Mr. David smiles and says, "Now, you can understand this picture by yourself." Anna studies the drawing and nods. "Yes, Grandpa, if the ice melts, what will happen to the polar bears?" Mr. David gently replies, "Remember, this is just one example. There are many other impacts of climate change." Anna's eyes widen in sadness. "Oh, Grandpa, that's so terrible. Can't we stop this?" she asks. "Of course we can, honey," Mr. David says warmly. "If we start today, we can still make a difference." He explains the small actions people can take: saving energy, reducing waste, and protecting nature. Anna smiles brightly. "Yes, Grandpa. We can fix this," she says. Inspired, she picks up her own pencil and begins drawing a poster about how to save the planet. Mr. David watches her with a sense of hope and relief.